My fault. I'm just trying to see. Let me move some of these things off the desk. Turn this down some. Okay. I don't want anything that I'm not using on the desk. All right. So let's continue. So Cancer. We are up to Cancer. So now I have my YouTube live and my Facebook. I don't know if that's too loud over here. Let me see my volume. All right, let's go. So, Cancer. So we have what needs to shift, what needs to be left behind. What totally needs to be left behind for Cancers. What energy, things, people, places, what is it that Cancer needs to leave behind? Where are things going for Cancer? Where are things going for Cancer 2023? Where are things going for Cancer 2023? Where are things going for Cancer 2023? And where are things going for Cancer 2023? All right, and then we have one more question we're answering. What steps that Cancer needs to take to go in the right direction? What steps, what actual actions need to be taken by Cancer to move in the right direction? Okay, let's go. Excuse me. So the first things, what needs to shift? Being so indecisive. You want recognition, but you're too indecisive. There's things that you want, but you're indecisive about. Okay, let me show here for YouTube. Okay, there's an indecision there because the first question that we're answering here is what needs to shift. Clarification on what needs to shift for Cancer with this 2 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. Okay. The crazy thoughts, the crazy thinking, things that are not sustained in reality. Okay. Cancer, there is some needs for adjustment within the home. Maybe there are some Cancers that are just sincerely like imbalanced. They need to be paying more attention to their elders right now. Okay. But this is what needs to shift, paying more attention to the home, not, this kind of like thinking that anything goes, not being mentally stable. There's really just a lack of, I don't know what words to use. There is a lack of dealing with reality. Okay. Almost like that Pisces energy. Okay. But really that's for some, but for other Cancers, maybe you don't have that issue and there's just some indecision about how to gain recognition. Now, those things need to shift and we're going to figure out how we do that in a moment. Okay. The next question is what's to be left behind? Perhaps there's a Leo individual for you that needs to be left behind, right? Or just trying to tame an energy or an animal, if you will, an animalistic nature and wanting to tame that, because we're talking about what's left behind, letting that go, letting that go, letting the strength, like have wrong area, letting that go. Like, you know how you can put energy out towards something? So like, all the energy I spent on the phone, right? I'll use myself as an example. I was on the phone for 7 hours, me and Asia the other day. putting out that energy. So what if I put that energy into something else, right? So this could be the energy into another relationship. Not to say it like that, Nature, because you know I love talking to you. I love you. 100 grand. But I'm just saying, when you think about how much time is spent, it's like, okay, how much time have I spent with a relationship, an individual, a lover, family members, things that are just not going, they're just not having the fulfillment that we are setting forth, right? They're not helping us. 5 of Swords, manipulative people. What manipulative people need to be left behind? Even it could be the Cancer that is manipulative. Okay. Hey, Imani. It can be. So Cancer, you got to look at yourself and say, are you being manipulative? Are you not dealing in reality? Are you not really, what is it that you need to leave behind? Is this foolish pride, the strength that's here? I feel like that's foolish pride. Okay. So there's that. Talking about where things are going. Well, there's a rebirth. So there's some things that Cancer doesn't want to deal with. There's a lot of, random thoughts and things like that. But there's a rebirth that needs to happen. And that's great. That's a beautiful thing. We love rebirth, right? Let's clarify this. Clarify this 9 of Swords on the rebirth. But where things are going. So maybe I want to say this is going from all the struggle and mental anguish, having this mental anguish to a rebirth, which is very beautiful, right? If we can get a hold of that, because a lot of things are easier said than done. But I had a Capricorn tell me one time, it's easier done than said. Okay, so let's just clarify one more. Anything else for the Cancers when it comes to where things are going? Oh, that's with this. Oh, wow. I like this. So for Cancer, where things are going. Where things are going. So you're going from mental anguish to rebirth. So you're rising from the ashes. You are being the phoenix that you are, and the high priestess. So tapping into self, using the higher self, maybe even magic, if you will, right? Just sort of like setting your intentions, doing your affirmations, and bringing things from the outside to the inside, from the yin realm from building it all in the yin realm to bring it to fruition. Okay. Somebody messaged me. Okay. I'll get with her in a moment. I'll hit her back. So yes. All right. So I like this for Cancer, but it takes a little bit of work, but this is about tapping in to oneself. All right. And having that rebirth. I really like this. So all is Cancer, if you've been feeling some kind of way, it's okay. We all have our days. We all have our ways about going through things. But focus on the rebirth. I think this is all the time. And this is a time definitely for all of us to kind of tap into where we need to resurrect ourselves, where we've fallen short, or where we just need to have that fire within and rise above. Justine, I saw that you messaged me, but I'll get to that since I'm live. So, I'll deal with that after. And then lastly, for Cancer, the steps to take in the right direction. Your work, is it all in vain? You have people watching you. You have people depending on you, Cancer. Okay. And it's time to move forward. All right. This is not about standing still anymore. Cancer, and I've noticed this with a lot of Cancers that I know. Many Cancers that I know, because I know many. Cancer is so great. Cancer is so amazing. They have these genius ideas, and often the ones, quite a number of them that I know have Mercury and Gemini. So they have this brilliance, this genius, but there's also this sense of laziness to them. Or maybe, maybe they let their smoking or their other habits get to them. But even those that don't smoke or anything, it's like this resistance to be great. And I don't really know what that's about. So what I can say is, yes, Cancer, go ahead. It's time to move forward. Let's see what you're moving toward. But I really feel like this is just like such a positive omen. But Cancer needs to be moving toward. What is it that Cancer needs to be moving toward? Because this is the step. The steps in the right direction are focusing on your work, because you have people that are depending on you. And this is not just family. This could be some of your ideas, Cancer, help others. All right. So let's do, what is Cancer moving forward toward? What is Cancer moving forward toward in 2023? Ooh. And what is Cancer moving toward 2023? Rebirth. Came right back to rebirth. So moving forward in change, and sincere change within oneself. And not fighting it. All right. So there's that. So that was Cancer. Let's do, that was Cancer. Next we're doing Leo. Okay, we're doing Leo. Okay. These automatically open. Okay. So let's do Leo. I'm gonna do Leo with this deck as well. Leo. Leo. So for Leo, what needs to shift? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hey, friend, I'm on a live. Can I call you back in a few? I will. I'll call you right back. All right. It's my Virgo homegirl. All right. So let's do, because I want to wrap these up. So what needs to shift for Leo? What needs to be left behind for Leo? What needs to be left? What needs to be left behind for Leo? And what needs to be left behind for Leo? Okay. Where things are going for 2023 for Leo? Where things are going in 2023 for Leo? Where things are going in 2023 for Leo? Where things are going in 2023 for Leo? Hey, Lamont. This is because of you. Where things are going for Leo 2023. I thought about you as soon as I woke up today, and I was like, you know what? Levon is on to something. I need to get up and get within this energy and just new day, new energy, shift. Just got to do things differently. I really need to make a calendar for when I'm coming online. Part of me is like, oh, I like just popping out, but I think people need to know when I'm going to be online. Even though sometimes I don't think they sincerely care. They just catch me when they do. Hey, Lachelle. Happy new calendar year, fiscal year. What steps does Leo need to take? What steps does Leo need to take to head in the right direction? What steps does Leo need to take to head in the right direction? My cards just got all crazy. What steps does Leo need to take to head in the right direction? And what steps does Leo need to take to head in the right direction for 2023? I did Aries. Go ahead and look on my page, friend. Go to my page, and I did Aries in the last video. That should be posted on my page. I'll tag you in it. Wait, is this it? Yeah, I'll tag you right now. If I can, yeah, got you. Just tagged you in it. All right, thank you. Appreciate you. Okay. So here I am. So let's get into it. So, so for Leo, I have done these readings a little bit differently to set up the new year, because we need to look at what needs to shift, what needs to be left behind, where things are going, and the steps that we can take to move toward it. Now, I had to ask myself, is shifting and leaving behind the same? Okay, because the shift is like, okay, could kind of be on that path, but you need to shift here. And leaving behind is what we need to let go of completely, where things are going for 2023, and the steps that we need to take in the right direction. So this is so Leo, give me 1 second, Leo. All right. What's the song that's setting off for Leo? Let's see. All That I Can Say, Mary. Let's turn that up a little bit. Ooh. All right. What needs to shift? I've seen this Hermit card come up quite a bit. Instead of being in hermit mode, speak up. There's things that need to be said, just say them. Even if it has to be in an aggressive, there's something that needs to be handled or addressed at this time. You know, it's interesting. I'm realizing that the Hermit and the Fool look the same, but the Hermit approaches this edge with wisdom. The Fool does not. Very interesting. The Fool is just not even paying attention. He's doing whatever. He's got his dog with him. His dog is about to go off the edge too. But here we have the Hermit with the Wolf. Very strategic in how they move. This is talking about what needs to shift. So, Leo, you need to speak up. And look, I've never known a Leo. Well, I have known Leos that really don't speak up, but not for the most part. But there's an action maybe that needs to take place. I want to say it's mental activity. So, what is it that you need to shift within the actions of your mental? Let's clarify. What is the shift with the King of Swords for Leo? Prince of Pentacles. So your values. Considering your values, your monies. I don't like to always read pentacles as monies, but this is about what you sincerely value. So you need to shift your thoughts, your speaking to what is of value. So if you have to deal with any particular individuals, if it's, let's say you have an issue at work, what are the values of the company? Make whatever your gripe is, have it correlate with those values of the company. If it's with another individual, have your thoughts and your speaking line up with values of that other individual or what you have in connection with that other individual, if that makes sense. All right. So that's what needs to shift. Let's get into what needs to be left behind. For some, this could be some kind of Scorpio energy because there's a rebirth here. Okay. Just interesting. Rebirth. Maybe for some Leos. But this is what needs to be left behind. Maybe there's a certain Scorpio energy that needs to be left behind in the sense of, because we're talking about rebirth here, right? So would we want to leave behind rebirth? Maybe this is about, maybe the Leo is trying to come into some sort of rebirth. However, is it beneficial at this time? I hate to say it like that. Like maybe there's something that the Leo wants to do, but they need to recognize, is this beneficial at this? Is it beneficial to go on this trip at this time? Is it beneficial to, let your children go off into college and live on campus at this time? The rebirth, like, is there certain things that you are ready to do within yourself or you think you're ready to do or let go of that just are not ready to take form, if that makes sense? And the Nine of Cups, any type of overindulgence, letting that go. Okay. Or even allowing things to build up, letting that go, addressing things, but in the form that we need to, which this is very interesting. And also, if there's anybody around you, Leo, that is overindulgent, because it may not be the Leo. It could be somebody else. They're doing over there. So, okay, now I think I'm getting it. This rebirth can be with a partner or someone within your circle that is overindulgent. They are fulfilled. However, they say that they're going to start anew, but they're not. It can be a situation like that. Hey, Happy New Year. I did Capricorn already, Miss Angie B. It's on my page, just so you know. So for Leo, this could be a situation definitely where you're dealing with somebody else who's overindulgent, and that needs to be left behind. Okay, we're letting go. We're not dealing with the foolery this year. One day at a time, though, right? Where things are going. So there's an action here speaking to maybe some adults in the family, some of the elders in the family, or your actual home, your inheritance, what you have to give. Something moving swiftly. Let's see what this might be. Clarify this 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Clarifying 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. The Sun. So this can be about making sure that the home is maintained and stable for children. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. There is a situation, maybe there's some kind of stress with monies and stability. Maybe it's certain individuals within the home where we need to maintain the stability here for the family. We need to make sure our elders are good. We look at about inheritance and anything pertaining to such. Things are going to happen quickly. And this is regarding children. So maybe there's children involved who are not, who are just acting maybe a little bit unruly or whatever. Or maybe there's just somebody within the house or the home who's behaving unruly, but there's a need to stay and be stable at this time. Okay, so if that doesn't pertain to you, I don't, Leo, then check out one of the other readings or get a personal reading with me. And then when we're talking about steps in the right direction, we're talking about the 8 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. So in order to get the recognition, because let me tell you, if anybody deserves it, it's Leo, okay? If I had to choose anybody who deserves recognition from last year or just, what they put in last year, it is damn sure the Leos. You have your low vibrating ones, but I don't really come into too much interaction with them. But what I do know is that Leos have a lot of the answers. They deserve recognition because they put in a hell of a lot of work. Okay, so there is that. So shout out to. So this is talking about steps in the right direction. Continue the hard work. Go ahead and put in your work for the things that you desire, how you want to make your money, the values that you believe in, and you will absolutely gain the recognition that you desire. I think that's very, very simple for Leos. All right, so that's Leo. What do I have left? I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to do Virgo, and I'm going to do Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, and then that's it. All right, guys, I'll see y'all on the other side. All right, so as far as, I'm sorry, hey y'all, I didn't think anybody was going to actually join my live. Hey y'all, hey. So this is new for me here on this side. A pleasure to meet all of you. Hi, Tammy, Elisha, Alberta, Leo, Virgo, just got here. Thank you. So I was stopping my Facebook video. So let me turn down my music some. I'm sorry if the music is too loud. I didn't expect too many people on this side. So I'm doing I go live on Facebook more often than not. That is where I get most of my personal readings that actually make me money. So I did Cancer already. So you can go back and look at the Cancer. Happy New Year. But, we know that the real New Year starts in the spring. However, there's something to be said for this fiscal year because, look, whoever created that calendar, they're using certain energies and ritual to have us move a certain way. So we need to be on point with our energy and our rituals and where we need to shift as well. Okay. So I did Cancer in this one. I did, and I apologize because I didn't think to do the live prior to the Cancers. So what we have left is I did Leo just now. I'm gonna do Virgo. You're welcome. Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sag. So feel free to share this video. I appreciate it. And I'll be going back and forth. Usually what I do in my videos, like what I normally do is you'll catch me a lot of the time. I answer personal questions because I love to interact. This is why I was like, this is why you don't see me consistent on my paradox page or my hypnosis tarot page, because I like to interact and I do a lot of interaction on Facebook. But so now since I can go live on YouTube, we can start building up over here because I love answering questions via live. I won't say I hate, but I just really don't like doing. It's like what you're sitting here in your room doing readings for 12 signs by yourself with no interaction. It gets kind of corny. I'd rather interact with you guys. So next up is Virgo. Let me get my Facebook situation over here straight. And then we're going to get into it. So just bear with me, please. And tell me if my music is too loud. I hope it's not. No, I will hope that YouTube doesn't say anything about it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys joining. Let me start my next live. Okay. So next up. And then I have to, what I will do though, because if you like to cross watch for other people or if you want to share with anyone else, what I am going to do, which takes me a while, is to edit these videos. Okay. So as I try to keep them short. All right. Let me go into this one. I got 4 more left and I just want to really, I want to be done with this by 1:30. Let's see where we get. So next up is, let's see what I'm doing next. I did Leo, so next up is Virgo. Let's see. There we go. So this one is going to be, what did I say I was going to do? Okay. Virgo and Libra. Okay. Okay. So if we're going to do Virgo and Libra here. Oh. Let's just do this. So we will do, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to put up my little, all right. And then we're going to get right into Virgo. I guess nobody here's a Virgo. Leo Virgo cusp, Alberta. Thank you, Alberta. Tammy, Happy New Year. Yes, I'm just, in this new year, but I really want to get organized, y'all. I don't know about you. How is organization for you if Alberta's still here? What is your organization like? Because I know you said cusp. I don't know if you've ever ran your chart or where you have concentrated energy, but what is that like for you? What is organization like to your day to day? Are you very organized? Do you need to become more organized? I know that that's a factor for me. Organization, planning, having a calendar that I actually follow, because I'll buy the calendar and everything on it and then not follow, but please do tell. All right, so we're going to get into it. And forgive me because a lot of the time my eyes are on Facebook, but that's because I got to get used to the two. All right, so let's get into it. Let's go back live. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to make this public. Oh, maybe I should do it like this. Virgo and Libra. Here we go. 4 more readings left. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm kind of feeling this all out. Hey, everybody on Facebook. I'm talking to my YouTube live. Doing both. Trying to get my YouTube popping now as well. All right, y'all. So let me shuffle. So the questions are, how I'm doing the readings right now is, right now we're doing Leo. You know what? Dang, I think I need to. I'm going to stop this live and I'm going to start. No, can I just edit? I can just edit my, yeah. Virgo, I can just edit. I don't have to stop it. Virgo, Libra. I'm going to just let this one rock. Scorpio and Sagittarius. So those are the ones I'll be doing. Let me see. Can I put tags on this? Playlist. To add tag. Excuse me. Live tarot readings. Hey y'all. I'm back. I'm dealing with my YouTube at the same time. I just had to update it. Live tarot readings. Cancer. Wait, no, tarot. 2023. Cancer. Leo. Virgo. What else we got? Libra. Scorpio, and Sag. So we have 4 readings left, y'all. Sagittarius. It is what it is. I'm taking my time. All right. And let me put this here. My Cash App in case. I know rent is due. And I know people spend a ton of money. But I'm just going to put this here in case anyone is feeling generous. All right. And then we're going to get right into it. Give me a moment, y'all. There we go. Somebody asked me the other day, why in spiritual things, like, hey, Virgo, I just did your reading. I'm lying. I did Leo. I'm lying. You're right on time, Virgo. So, spiritually, somebody asked, well, why do you need to pay for it? And I'm just like, well, why would you think that you wouldn't pay for it? Because you pay your hairstylist to do your hair. But some people feel like they don't need to give anything for spiritual work. For one, it's the person's energy, it's their time. Doing these cards, it's a lot of time that's put in. I've probably been on here for an hour and a half now. And this is me making good timing. Usually I'm very chatty. If I start answering personal questions, that's time and that's energy, right? That we're putting out. Sometimes, depending on the culture or the ceremony, there's animals involved. There's people that you have to pay. There's all kinds of things going on. I mean, it's not free. You have to rent a space. Depending on what's going on, you have to. There's certain things that you have to buy, that you have to do, and you have to honor people's time. So just to address that, because some people ask, well, why? And then even for readers, you're paying for the energy and the time. Give me something. But I do enjoy coming up here. But, in life, money sustains us, right? Money and water. But nevertheless, let's get into it. So we're going to do Virgo. Virgos probably want this black and gold deck. So I'm going to does YouTube want to pick the deck? Hi, Lamont. Hey. I had you nervous. Why, Geneva? I'm just doing both now. I'm so happy I can go live on my YouTube now. So, Virgos. Let's see if anybody from YouTube will pick. So we have, I forget the name of this deck. I don't remember. But we have this black and gold deck. Urban Tarot. I feel like Urban Tarot is really good for, like, if you have questions about a particular situation. I feel like this is better for that. I have a ton of decks, but I've only got 5 out right here. Then we have this deck, Goddess, the Afro Goddess deck. We have my favorite, Morgan Greer, because it just never, I won't say it never fails, but I just love this deck. All the cards are going to tell you something. I just have my preference. And the Druid deck. So if anybody from YouTube wants to tell me what deck they prefer, you could tell me by color. Oh, wait, you guys probably can't see. All right. Okay. And this is okay. Beyonce's right on time with the Virgos. We're doing reading for Virgo. Hey, Harry. So let's do it. Harry, I did Gemini last video. But now we're going to get into it. Let me grab myself a little cool drink. No, I'm not having any hard alcohol. Hi, Queen Aisha. We're doing Virgo and Libra. Be right back. What you think, or you told me to Derek, or whatever's been going on, but you're not gonna be sitting here being disrespectful. Yeah. Okay. I'm just letting you know. So. No, Harry's on the other video. I don't know if any of y'all have young adult children, but I tell you, maybe I need to call Harry. Harry, I think I might need to call you. Okay, nobody's choosing on YouTube, so I'll let my Facebookers choose. I think I'll just choose the deck. I'm just so young adult children. You think teenagers or something? Young adult children hit different. Nevertheless, let's get into it. So we're leaving it to me because I only have one watcher right now on YouTube and they're not choosing. So what color deck do we want, y'all? Do we want the Druids? Do we want the Goddess deck? Do we want this black and gold deck for Virgo? Or do we want this Morgan Greer deck? Let me tag you in the other video. Excuse me, Harry, so you can look at your reading. There we go. A 14-year-old daughter. Let me tell you, mine is my youngest, because my other one, he passed away. Tomorrow will make a year. And his energy just was always different. But the quiet ones you have to watch. I'll say that because, he just got caught up in certain things or what have you. So him getting caught up in that changed his course, with my younger one. He's just an asshole. He's really sweet when he wants to be, but he can be very much an asshole. But, I also think I'm not going to say that he doesn't get part of that from me, but I just know where to draw the line with things. So it's a challenge. It's definitely a challenge, the Druid deck. I will. So YouTube says Druid deck. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. When children get to be a certain age, because a friend of mine, she was telling me, because, we want to protect our children, right? Especially with me having a loss of a child last year, right? And the anniversary being tomorrow. We want to protect our children. At the same time, it's a situation where, you're not going to sit here and do whatever you want to do. Okay? And I'll leave it at that. So changes have to be made. Shifts have to be, things have to be things have to happen. Things have to change. So, and I think as parents, that's kind of hard for us to do, to make that shift. But nevertheless, let's get into it. So we're doing the Druid deck, and how befitting, Beyonce is playing. We are doing Virgo. The questions are, what needs to shift? That's the first question. What needs to shift for 2023? What needs to shift 2023? What needs to shift 2023? What needs to shift 2023 for Virgos? What needs to shift 2023? And what needs to shift for Virgos 2023? And blessings to Ibaye, to my David Nakai, my oldest child who has gone on. He was a Virgo. But you know what he told me not too long before he passed? He used to tell me, he was like, I don't operate in that Virgo energy. I'm more of an Aquarius. And that he was. Definitely Aquarian energy. He's Aquarius rising. So sorry for your loss. I lost my oldest daughter in a car wreck in April 2021. Oh my gosh. Oh, Cindy, I'm so sorry to hear that. I was about to type it, but you can hear me. I'm very sorry to hear that. It's one of the hardest things. And so with you saying that, and Facebook, I'm going back and forth between my YouTube and Facebook. With you saying that, may I ask, how old was your daughter? Because that is a thing for me. I feel like we don't have control over other cars, right? And accidents and whatnot. Because, you know, you can be the perfect driver. But I'm really big, for me personally, I don't push my youngest son to drive. I'm not on him like, you need to drive, you need to drive, you need to drive. I feel like driving is a thing where it was like, for me, I wanted to drive and I was ready. But you could be the most ready driver and shit comes out from nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's rough. She was 39. Wow. I'm so sorry to hear that, because I'm 42. So my mom, you know, I can only imagine, because I had an incident a couple years ago where I was almost taken out. So I can only imagine. So I'm sorry for your loss as well. April 2021. Okay, so that was the year before last. It's rough. You know, people say, oh, you're strong, whatever. It's not about being strong. It's about, like, you don't really have a choice to do anything else. But nevertheless, you're welcome. Let's get into Virgo. All right. Let me do another shuffle. What needs to shift for Virgo 2023? What needs to shift Virgo 2023? And what needs to shift Virgo 2023? Let's skip. There we go. All right, 1, 2. So I'm doing the questions. So the first question is, what needs to shift? I'm doing this for each sign. What needs to be left behind? So that's now. Where's hey, Dallas. Thank you, Geneva. What needs to be left behind? What do we need to leave in 2022? What do we need to let go of right now? Letting it go so that we can move forward in 2023. Okay, you're a Virgo. Nice to meet you, Cindy. I'm a Virgo moon. Moon and Virgo, Jupiter, Lilith, and Saturn. So what needs to be left behind for Virgo? What needs to be left behind for Virgo 2023? And what needs to be left behind for Virgo 2023? Thank you. Oh, you're a Libra moon. My mom is a Libra moon. I love Libra moons. I feel like Libra suns are a little bit difficult. And if you're wondering who I'm talking to, Facebook, talking to YouTube. I love Libra moons, though. I feel like for me, there's an ease with Libra moons, because that they're in my 7th house. It's an ease with Libra moons versus Libra suns. I don't know. I feel like Libra suns kind of highlight the oppositions, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Where things are going. Where things are going. Where are things going? And where things are going. Where things are going for Virgo 2023. Where where things are going for Virgo 2023. Where things are going for Virgo 2023. And where things are going for Virgo 2023. Oh, why my cards look like this? Oh no. One more time. Where things are going for Virgo 2023. And the last one is steps. We can take steps Virgo needs to take to go in the right direction. Steps Virgo can take to go in the right direction. Steps Virgo can take to go in the right direction, the correct direction, the direction of prosperity and peace. What steps Virgo needs to take to go in the right direction? All right, there we go. All right, you say yes, but you have a lot of Libra traits. So then I have Virgo traits. Okay. Patricia, Scorpio sun. Oh, but you're right on time. Because we're doing Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag. Cancer moon. What is that like? Scorpio sun, Cancer moon. Virgo rising. Oh. That just seems a little intense. But at least that Cancer moon lightens you up a bit. All right, let's get into it. All right, I'm turning down the music a little bit. All right, there we go. So let's hop into it. We have now what needs to shift. So what needs to shift? The world and the Chariot. So this is very simple, and I'm going to keep it as such. The world, we're talking about, I'm getting confused between my cards. So with the world, this is about that fixed, well, that could be the Wheel of Fortune, but we can still think about what's fixed. What things in our lives are we so adamant about that we think we're so right about that need to change? Okay. The world. Consider the way the world does things. So for example, I'm so fixated on the fact that the new year doesn't start in the spring. I mean, it doesn't start now, it starts in the spring. Okay. With that being said, but everybody else in this world is doing. They're moving accordingly. They're still in that ritual of the first. So I might as well apply my energy somehow there to shift as well, but still keeping in mind that, my values, that I understand when the new year begins, right? So the world, what needs to shift? How we're moving. We think we're doing, I'm Virgo. Virgo thinks they're doing things the right way, but there's a need for a shift to move forward. Okay. That's the shift. It's time to move forward, Virgo. And I'll pull one more card for Virgo there. This is upside down, so I'm putting it right side up. Virgo, what does Virgo need to move toward? Fulfillment and working towards their values and monetary gain. There's your values can be whatever, your values, monies, work, and fulfillment. Okay. That's what needs to shift. How you think about those things, how you're dealing with those things. I would think it's intense, Patrice. It's gotta be. So the next question is, what needs to be left behind? So remember how I was saying with the previous video, if you were here, guys, I was saying the Fool, the way the Fool and the Hermit look. The Hermit is also on the edge, right? On the edge of a mountain, but it has its wolf, and there's this sense of maturity there before they leap. Here we see where there's some sort of just impulsive nature. So this is about, I want to say with the Fool, Yeah, we can say it's new beginnings, but are we really paying attention to what we need to do in order to have a successful new beginning? Because it could be a new beginning with a new individual and it feels good and looks good for now, but then we crash and burn. Okay. This could be a move. It could be anything that you're taking steps toward that. Yeah, it looks good, but have we settled the cost? Have we considered the cost? And then the sun. So the sun can be an actual child, right? Maybe the child needs a new beginning. Okay. So maybe this child can be a young adult. Maybe they are, or maybe it's a teenager, right? Or this could be somebody who's just very immature, someone within your household, or it can be a lover, a friend, somebody around who, um, and I don't want to say leave our children behind, right? Because that's not what we want to do. But we need to leave certain energies behind and find different ways to deal. Okay. So if there is a sense of wanting to be like acting as if you don't need anybody else, that needs to be left behind, Virgo. Detach from that. There might be a Leo that you need to detach from. Okay. So for Virgo, just be mindful of that. There may be a Leo that you need to detach from. There may be some immature ways. Some you need to look before you leap. Those are the things that are being left behind. Okay. And also, like I said, I feel like there could be a Leo individual there that needs to be left behind, or just an immature way of thinking. All these new beginnings with a level of immaturity in them. The next is, and if we have time, I'll take maybe a personal question or two. Let me see if I have time because I have other things I really need to do today. Let's see. What things are where things are going, so it's time to take action. This is all about you. This is kind of like Virgo, you're kind of finessing, maneuvering, but we can clarify where you need to be, but there's an action that needs to take place because Virgo can be very complacent. Virgo can be in an energy of, okay, well, you know what, this job works for me, this pay works for me, I don't need to do anything else. You know what? Maybe that works for you. For some other Virgos, maybe they're like, okay, I've been in this position for a long time. I've been putting in the work. Maybe I need to try something different. Or in order to, have additional income, I need to be more creative because Virgo has, if nothing else, most of the Virgo sons I know, you guys, if nothing else, can put together a business, or like, what would you say? Like not a whole business. It could be, what do you call that? The self-employment thing. I can't think of the proper words tax wise, but where you can do a business where you go and you organize people's homes. If nothing else, most Virgos, okay, maybe not the Virgo men, but the Virgo women, there's some sort of organization or skill that you can bring to somebody else's life. Now, if you don't like to do it for other people, you don't want to organize or clean for other people, you can help people get their thoughts together, organize their ideas, their budgets. There's other ways for Virgos to get money. So where are things going? I feel like this is about Virgo taking action toward the things that they're actually good at. Let's see, Virgo, clarify this card for Virgo. And don't get in your own way. It's time to take action and move forward about that. We're not going to go deep into reading other cards. That's it. There. And then the last one, steps, because it's the action card, because we see here, let me show y'all, the Two of Wands. So, and it could be another person that you're going into business with, because I just feel like I need to clarify this. Another person that you go into business with, but you need to think about the things that you're good at, Virgo, and what you need to take action toward, or if there's a higher position or something else that you need to be considering. All right, Virgo? Yes. Happy New Year, entrepreneurs. Yes. And Virgo has that wherewithal within them and that organization to get it done. Okay, so next we have, did I do the steps? Why do I feel like I didn't do the steps? Because I put it all away. The steps. So the steps to take it. It's action toward legacy. Okay, so this answers our other question. Actions toward legacy. So there's an action that needs to be taken. Again, buying a home. Perhaps now is the time to really start getting serious about how to buy a home. There's the NACA program. Okay, I'm not going to be saying that too much because we don't need everybody running over there. But it's an excellent program. It doesn't really look at your credit and things like that. And they meet you where you're at. Okay, NACA program is one. a way to build some sort of, or get, to buy a home, purchase a home, and have inheritance, have something to pass down. Also, this has popped up in a couple of readings today. We need to be mindful of our elders, those that have come before us. What is it that they have, not for us to take, but what is it that needs to be put in order for them? Because you better believe, if we don't want to deal with these things, inheritance and things like that, you'll be in a position like I've been for the last 4.5 years, fighting for your inheritance, because things are in disarray and you weren't really clear. And a lot of older people don't really like to tell you about what they have for you, what they don't have for you, because they're afraid of what might happen thereafter. But we need to be building these relationships, Virgo. We need to be mindful, because that Virgo energy is about service to others. Okay. So let's make sure we have all those ducks in a row. And whether, and I feel like, because this is about steps for Virgo to take. This is an action toward your elders. It's an action toward your own legacy of what you're building and your own family. Okay. But it's time for action. All right. So that's it, Virgo, because I can talk and talk and talk. Okay. So Patricia says, I bought my home. I have to do some work on it. Excellent. Excellent. All right. So next we're doing Libra. Let's do Libra. Did I put the other signs in here? I feel like I didn't. Let's see. Shout out to everybody that popped out on YouTube. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. And I started here because I didn't realize, if you just joined me on YouTube, I just realized after, once I got to cancel, oh shit, I can go live on YouTube. So I might as well. All right. So let's get into it. Now we have Libra, y'all. What? I guess the cards don't want to do Libra. I wouldn't want to either. I'm just kidding. Entrepreneurs. Yes. Having that entrepreneurial spirit, or just, I know Virgo likes comfort too. They like their things a certain way. All right. Libra. Are we doing Libra with this deck? Are we doing Libra with Druid, Morgan Greer? Somebody tell me. Druid, Morgan Greer. The Goddess deck. Urban Tarot, or I don't know the name of this deck. Somebody tell me what deck we're doing for Libra. The Goddess? Okay. Somebody said Goddess and they said it real quick. All right. So then let's do it. You're welcome. You come off as a Virgo. Patricia, what'd you say you're, oh, you got to run your chart. You might have certain energies in certain planets in Virgo. Okay. Okay. So this is for, hi, Kamichi. Hey, how are you? Miss Kim, you still live in, I ain't gonna put your business out there, but you still live Miss Kamichi? And what's your sign, if you're still here? Okay, so let's get into it. This is for Libra. This reading is for Libra. Virgo rising, okay. Oh, well, that makes sense, because that's your rising energy. I get that. What needs to shift for Libra 2023? What needs to shift for Libra? What Libra needs to shift 2023? What needs to shift for Libra 2023? And what needs to shift for Libra in 2023? So I'm going to shuffle, because I like to shuffle, put down the cards. I'm doing 2 cards for each question that I have here. So the first question is what needs to shift. The second question is what needs to be left behind. The third question is where things are going, and the steps that can be that we need to take to go into the right direction for each sign. So what needs to be left behind for Virgo? What does Virgo need to leave behind? What is it that Virgo needs to leave behind? What is it that Virgo needs to leave behind? What is it that Virgo needs to leave behind? Just a fresh 2023. Where things are going. for Virgo 2023. Weird things are going for Virgo 2023. Weird things are going for Virgo 2023. And weird things are going for Virgo 2023. All right, let's cut these. Weird things are going for Virgo 2023. All right, 1, 2. And then lastly, the last question is, what steps does Virgo need to take? Okay. Thank you for joining my live here on YouTube. I appreciate it. And my people on Facebook. So steps that the Libras need to take to go in the right direction. Libras to take to go in the right direction. Okay. All right, now we're ready. So after this, after Libra will be, I don't know how to make my Cash App up here like this, but I'll put it up here again. I don't know if there's a way to pin it. Nevertheless. So we're doing Libra now. We have Libra, Scorpio, Sag. Those are the last 3 I need to do. My apologies, YouTube, because I got started late with the live on with you guys. So what I will do is I will post the videos of, because I did Capricorn through Taurus without it being live. So I will post those. What have you. You said no Libra. What do you mean? No Libra, friend. I'm doing Libra right now. After Libra, I have to do, did I say that? Libra, Scorpio, Sag. That's it. And I'm done after that. Okay? Give me one moment, y'all. Let's get into it. Libra. So we've shuffled our cards. We're ready to go. What needs to shift, Libra? I can't wait to see this. Because Libra thinks that they can continue doing things a certain way and get a different result. Well, Libra, I've got news for you. You can't. I've been waiting for this card too. The Wheel of Fortune. What I see with the Wheel of Fortune is that the Libra is like, I'm going to continue to do things this way. It doesn't matter. Because this is how I think life should be. I think that, I'm not going to say who I'm kind of impersonating, but I think that he should know what I want before I even get it. And he should understand what I need without me having to tell him. He should know where I want to go on a date without me. People cannot read. We're not reading minds. We read cards over here, but we don't read minds. All right, Libra. And I'm going to say this. Might go for the Libra men, but I know plenty of Libra women, and they be on it like that. Like in their heads, it's time to shift. I'm not even going to get into all of that. What needs to shift? This mindset. You want to keep doing the same thing? You want to keep behaving the same way? And then when people check you on it, you still don't want to do anything about it? That's on you. Then be by yourself. High Priestess. But needs to shift. You need to be going within. You need to be tapping within yourself. Tapping into self to go higher, okay? And I even said, I have Libra in the 7th house. I have Pluto in the 7th house. Let's just leave that there. That's my only planet there. So let's not talk about me. But this is about, so I said to myself, I want to go deeper in certain realms of spirituality and where I need to be more diligent, especially in Ifa and Santeria and stuff. Okay, that's for me. So for spiritually, when I see this High Priestess, going in deeper, having balance, okay? Ritualistic with yourself, whether that's if you're a Christian, you get up and you read your Psalms or whatever every day. If you're an Ifa, you're taking care of your spiritual items, right? Santeria, same thing. Getting familiar with Patakis and where we need to go. This is about digging deeper into self to rise higher. This is about going into the yin realm, the darkness, going into the yin to show it. To show it within this realm, to produce it within this realm, okay? But this is what needs to shift for Libra. So Libra, you need to get out of your old habits and start anew. What needs to be left behind? Perhaps there's a Scorpio individual, but we see death here. And if you go back into some of my readings, sometimes what we can see, guys, is what I want to say. about this death card is I used to never read it as an actual death. And I'm not going to tell you somebody's going to pass away. I'm not going to do that. But what I can tell you is that I've done readings over the years, and I realized after about the third or fourth one, I want to say it was probably like the third one that I can think of offhand, where it actually ended in somebody passed away. So we do need to recognize this card as, yeah, there could be, and I'm not saying it's, what I am saying is that it's all, like, from what I could see, it's someone where we could see that things were going in that direction where there could be an end of life. Okay. So, but nevertheless, let's read this. This is what needs to be left behind. Maybe deading every issue. Maybe for Leo, maybe for Libra, what's happening is there's this thing of, well, I'm just going to dead everything else. If it doesn't work for me, if it's not lining up with what I desire, and if this and she's not doing that, I'm just not going to do it because you need to be perfect. That needs to be left behind. Dead that. And you deading issues and deading people. Well, maybe that's what's best for you. But understand, maybe you're missing your mark when you do that. And having this ego as if it's all about you. Libra, there needs to be some adjustments. Okay? It's not all about you. Where things are going. Got the Hangman and the Eight of Cups. Okay. Did I stop this video and start another one? I'm not sure what I did on Facebook. Hold on. Hold up, y'all. I'm still in this reading. I actually meant to stop it. All right, let me wrap this up and then I'll start. I could have sworn I started a new reading though. It's just harder to edit, and I want to edit these for oh no, I did start a new video. It's just hard to edit when I get to when I want to do my TikToks. So the Hangman and the Eight of Cups, and we're talking about where things are going. It's time to surrender and let things go. So maybe we are in a certain area. Okay, let's go through this. I don't want to talk about relationships, right? Because that's evident. It could be that. Maybe we are in a certain area, energy, apartment, mindset that we need to let go. And we need to move on. We need to turn our back on it. Leaving New York is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I love New York. But after I was kind of pushed out of New York, I realized, you know what? Things are different. I can't do the same type of work. I'm not getting the vaccination. I'm not going to do that. So, but what we need to realize is that when things are no longer working for us, to surrender, Libra. So this is talking about where things are going. You're going to have to surrender and you're going to have to let go. And there's certain things you're going to have to leave behind. I'm keeping this real short and simple for Libra because y'all are hard-headed. Not all of y'all. The ones that I know in my life, they're very hard-headed. Often. Because you got to see it for themselves. And steps to take to move forward. I really like this. Look at this. We have the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords, which I think is very beautiful in this deck, right? What I think is really beautiful about this is meditation, coming into self. What people are offering you, you got to kind of just take the step back within self and say, you know what? Yes, you're offering me that, but this is about what I need. Now, don't pass up any, something that's actually good for you. But this is about finding peace of mind and not allowing thoughts to plague you. This is how we move forward. Okay? So I hope that helps. So there's that. Let me end my Facebook Live here. I'll be back Facebook with Scorpio and Sagittarius. All right. YouTube, I'm letting y'all roll through. Because I need to be able to edit my videos and then post them on TikTok. Hopefully I'll get that done because I don't want to sit here and do another 12 readings for TikTok. It's insane. Maybe I'll just do it very short. I don't know how I'm going to do it because either way, this is a pain in the ass. It really is. Unless later on I go back to TikTok and do I don't want to do all of that though. It's too much, y'all. I thank you guys, even though it's just 5 of you. I'm very happy that you guys are here with me. When we get through these other 2 readings, I really need to get some other work done, but I want to see if I can take any personal questions because that's what I usually do. But we're at 1:30 right now. Let's see if we can breeze through. If we can breeze through Scorpio and Sag within 15 minutes, I'll take the last 10, 15 minutes and I'll answer any personal questions because I need to take at least 3 hours to do whatever I need for the day. Like whatever phone calls I need to make or what have you. I should have been up way earlier. I feel like I was though, but nevertheless. All right, y'all. So I don't know if anybody here is anybody here Scorpio? So Patricia was saying she thinks she comes off as a Virgo. You probably do because I would think, with your rising sign, I'm an Aries sun, Aries rising. Hard for me to say. But then sometimes, well, I won't get into all of that. But let's see, live video. Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay, wait, I need to copy this. Edit post. Select. Oh, I'm just getting my Facebook set up. Excuse me, guys. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and now we're doing readings for has, what do you call this? Scorpio and Sagittarius. Okay, there we go. Let me just put the little hashtag. Okay. All right, y'all. Hey, thank you for anybody that's just joined. Scorpio rising, moon, and Mars and Saturn. Jean, what's your life be like? I'm so happy that you guys have popped out. I didn't think, I wasn't really sure who would pop out. Because I've been doing so many different things on my Paradox page. I know people are like, girl, is it tarot? Is it crime watch? Is it trending topics? Is it love and hip hop? What is it? What do you really have going on this channel? Well, today is tarot. It's right, not what you hoped. Hey, Facebook. So we're back. We're back with Scorpio and Sag, and don't mind because I'm doing my live through Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Got my new YouTube family over here too, along with my Facebook family. But so Scorpio, rising moon, Mars, and Saturn says it's not what she hoped. I'm guessing you're a woman, right? It's rough. And when you say it's not what you hoped, it makes me think about like destiny, like when we're choosing, like when we're coming in or however that works. Like, okay, I'll take this energy. I'll take Aries sun, Aries rising, Virgo moon. And maybe this should work well for me. This should help me throughout my life. And then you realize it's not what I hoped. That's really funny. Okay, I try to keep quiet. I try to live a quiet and private life, and drama keeps hunting me down. Oh, Scorpio, I can imagine. But Scorpio's so swift and beneath the surface with shit. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. So question, Scorpios, which deck would you like? So we have the Goddess deck. We have the Druid deck. Hold on. We have the Druid deck. Do I have a Scorpio here on Facebook right now? We have we only 2 more readings and we're out of here. 2 more readings. Okay, you guys can choose from one of these 4 decks. I have other decks, but we're not doing all the other shit right now. We're just getting straight to the point for the new year, what we need to focus on right now. Hey, Nasia, thank you for supporting me today. I see you, boo. Yes. All right. Scorpio and Sag on the gang. The golden black. Everybody likes the golden black deck. Okay. We'll do that. The blue for thoughts. Okay. So you know what I will do? I'll go back and forth between them. I'll do the first 2 questions with the black and gold, and I'll do the second 2 questions with Happy New Year, fiscal New Year, because we know the new year begins in April. In March. Nevertheless, but we still got to follow suit. Still, shit, the date is changing whether we like it or not. Yes, you are, and I love you for that, Nage. Shout out to everybody on YouTube watching. So let's see. So the first two, so what I'm doing if you just joined is the questions that I'm asking for each sign, and we're doing Scorpio and Sag, last two. What needs to shift? What needs to be left behind? Where things are going, and steps we need to take in order to have the most, fulfillment this year. Okay. I realized, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I just realized last year I was just in such a different energy, a very low energy. And I didn't want that for this year. Okay. From New Year's Eve on, it was just a low energy. So I don't want that this year. We need to get ahead of our issues, challenges. I don't even want to call it problems, but we just need to get ahead of the game and pay attention to it. We're going to get tarot readings. We need to be paying attention to what is being called of us, to really keeping that in the front of our minds. And whatever other spiritual things that we do, getting in alignment with that, whether it's Ifa, Santeria, Apollo, whatever you practice, Christianity, whatever it is, staying in alignment with fulfilling our destiny. Okay. So 2 questions: what needs to shift and what needs to be left behind with this deck. I don't know the name of it, and I will find out though. And the Morgan Greer deck, where things are going and what steps we can take to get there. All right. So here we go. Girl, I done knocked off the if you know, you know. So now I gotta climb up there and put this back on. This is when a husband would come in handy. All right. Thank you. Let me pin the cash out. My apologies, y'all. And thank you, YouTube, for being so patient with me. I'm gonna make this a thing here on YouTube. I really didn't think so many, it's not a lot of people, but I mean it's enough people, 10 people here. So I'll make sure that I go live on YouTube more often. That's my Cash App. Okay, let's get into it. Let's shuffle. All right, let's go. All right. So we are doing Scorpio. That's where we're at. So no matter what Scorpio energy you have, you can watch this video. If you're cross-watching, what have you, I'm not going to tell you what it is and isn't for. If it resonates, then so be it. So Scorpio, what needs to shift? For this 2023, what needs to shift, Scorpio? What needs to shift for Scorpio 2023? What needs to shift for Scorpio 2023? What does Scorpio need to shift in their lives? And what does Scorpio need to shift in their lives in 2023? Next is what needs to be left behind, Scorpio. Scorpio needs to leave behind 2023. The Scorpio needs to leave behind 2023 to be fruitful in 2023. What does Scorpio need to leave behind to be fruitful in 2023? And what does Scorpio need to leave behind to be fruitful in 2023? Wait. So my cards were trying to follow. What Scorpio needs to be fruitful in 2023? But they need to leave behind to be fruitful in 2023. So that was that. And then we'll do where things are going for Scorpio 2023. Where things are going for Scorpio 2023. What needs Where things are going for Scorpio 2023. Where things are going for Scorpio 2023. Things are going for Scorpio 2023. What things are where things are going for Scorpio 2023. And then the steps that Scorpio needs to take to be heading in the right direction for 2023. Positive steps to take in that right direction 2023. What steps does Scorpio need to make to head in the right direction 2023? Okay. And what steps does Scorpio need to take to head in the right direction 2023? All right, let's get into it. This is on the bottom, so this is this way. So what needs to shift? We have the Five of Cups. So we have the Five of Cups and we have the Queen of Swords. So what needs to shift? Maybe, well, one of the things I would say is that, you know, when something happens, when you get angry, Scorpio, kind of like your mouth, the way that you are reacting to things, you need to shift that. Or the way that you think about things is need for a shift. Because, you know, Scorpio, remember, Scorpio and Aries both ruled by Mars, right? But Scorpio has that also that Pluto situation going on. And Aries, the sun, right? So we're more visible in the way that we do things. Scorpio is more low key and powerful, right? So the way that what they say hits is can be very hard, right? Very painful, right? So be careful of how you're saying things. That's what needs to shift. How you treat others when it comes to emotions. Because even though Scorpio, you're able, right? You have this thing where you can just simply shift and become powerful in your own right and just leave somebody behind. But consider other people. Consider how this affects others around you. All right. So that needs to shift. You're speaking, you're thinking, and the way that you're going about other people's emotions and how they feel. Right. So there's that. So that's what needs to shift. What needs to be left behind? Lies, manipulation, and chasing a bag from an individual. So sometimes Scorpio gets so caught up, and I'm not saying to get with somebody who doesn't have anything, right? That's not what I'm saying at all. But I know some Scorpios and I know how they move. And I know that their main thing is monies. I don't know to say that that's really a wrong thing, but be careful. Be careful of who you're choosing. Is it solely for money? Well, yeah, we should be looking at if somebody is stable. Absolutely. But at the same time, it's like, are your choices, where are they putting you? Okay. Also leaving behind this sense of, in order to be or look a certain way, you need to be able to floss a certain way or be a certain way. This needs to be left behind because you want people to have a certain thought process about you. This is for some Scorpios, not all. They want people to have a certain thought process about them, about how they live, how they, you know, what they drive, the way that they look. It's not always about that. Again, this is speaking to what needs to be left behind. Any lies and manipulation, or people that are lying and manipulating you. And this is evident. These are things that we know. This message doesn't come along just to say it. And if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate for you. But dealing with people who are not upright, dealing with your own shit that you are hoarding all these thoughts or things, have the conversation. Because sometimes Scorpio will disappear. They don't want to have the conversation. Have the conversations, leave the rest behind, leave the manipulation and all that behind. And I kind of want to clarify this one very quickly. I don't want to get into clarifying because we'll be the clarifying queen over here. This Pentacles. What, if anything, does Scorpio know about this Knight of Pentacles? Okay. Being fair. And so what I have seen with many Scorpios too is sometimes you give too much, but you give to the wrong people. So go back and think about, who are you giving to? Do they deserve your energy? Do they deserve your monies? Because I've sat by and I've seen some shit. I got Scorpio stories for days and I'm not a Scorpio. I've just seen how they move, how they'll do shit for men, but they won't do shit for their friends. How, and then they get left out in the dust, spending thousands of dollars on a man or woman, and then being left out to dry, but don't want to do for those that are willing to give back. So leave that behind. That's a dub. It's over for that. Okay. So, all right. So boom. So that's that. So now let's get into where things are going. This one was on the bottom. So here we go. Where things are going. Well, are we surprised? One thing about a Scorpio that I've seen, and I'm talking about most Scorpios I do know, they get to that money. Some of them are a little more, what would you call it? They can be a little more about their bread and how they look and how they come across than others. But then there's other Scorpios who are just, they get like they're kind of a magnet. Okay. But they got to put in a little more work. But this is showing putting in more work. What is it that keeps you stable? This could be about children, working harder to provide for children. Okay. Working harder or to bring about these, if you don't have small children, right, or grandchildren, what have you, this could be about, well, what is it within you that you need to bring forth? Because we see the page here. Yeah, this could be indicative of an individual in our lives, whatever. But let's bring it back to self. If we bring it back to self, then this is talking about stability, right? This is talking about any ideas that we may have. So a Scorpio might be thinking, yeah, okay, there's creativity. And Scorpio is very creative. Don't get it twisted. There can be creativity and all these things. But what can I do that's solid, that brings about legacy, money, like greatness and finances? I can't find the words right now, right? So what is it that you need to sit down and recognize, Scorpio? Because Scorpio gets to the money. I have a friend. She wanted one specific job, and she went out and she knew nothing about the job, right? I think she might have needed to know Excel or whatever the fuck it was. And she went and she bought whatever it was. Let's say it was Excel for Dummies. She sat there, she studied that shit that night. The homegirl got the job. All right. So this is about Scorpio is thinking more about, they're not thinking about frivolous ideas. Oh, you want to do readings? Okay, that's you. Oh, and I'm not, saying it like that. But, oh, you want to go and, you want to sell this product? Okay, that's you. Scorpio is on a different wave. And if not, that's what they need to be. This is where things are going this year. Get into the money. So whatever this idea you have, Scorpio, or a position that you want, could be a position that Scorpio wants. Go harder. All right. And lastly, what steps does Scorpio need to take? They need to make the choice to be a little bit more vulnerable. Be a little bit more vulnerable. Whether this be with your life in general, with your children, with your family, with others, with your relationships. And I feel like Scorpio is more vulnerable in relationships. I think this for Scorpio, you need to be a little bit more vulnerable with your children and a bit more vulnerable with your life at hand, with others at hand. Okay. And that might be hard because that's kind of an oxymoron, vulnerability in Scorpio. So, okay. Hey, Emerge. Hey. Yes. No, but Booney, I'll take questions when I have a moment, because I'm really trying to wrap this up because I got other things to do. After I do Sagittarius, I'll take a question because I want everything to be in order. Very meticulous this year. But if you give me a moment after I finish Sagittarius, I'll take your question because I'm off here at 2:00. 2:05 the latest. I got other things I got to do. I got phone calls I got to make. And maybe I'll come back on later. I don't know. I'm not going to promise y'all anything because y'all know how I am. All right, let's get into it. So Sagittarius, do we have any Sagittarius in the house? If not, I'm going to pick the deck and I'm feeling like it's the Druid deck. Any Sag? Nasia, you want to choose a deck? Unless somebody from YouTube here. YouTube, anybody? So somebody on YouTube said, may every day with him be magical. Yes. You have a generous Sag, Patricia. Yes, I agree with Jean. May every day with him be magical. Married since 2005. That's beautiful. Trying to start my IN and Amen business. I don't understand. For 6 months. Well, it's a business. Blessings to you. Thank you for the read. I'm going to rewind Leo. Excellent. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. And I guess this is really showing me too, I need to have a calendar ready and available of when I'm going to be popping out to do readings. So let's do Sag. This is the last reading. Sagittarius. Do you guys, who's Sag? Any Sag? You want what? Morgan Greer, Druid, Goddess. I don't know. You tell me. I'm getting hungry. Black deck. You want this? This one? Goddess deck? I'm thinking about what I'm about to eat, y'all. You're welcome. I have some chicken left over in there, but I'm thinking like, what kind of side can I have with that right quick? I gotta buy some more salad. I gotta make a list. That's why I can't be on here all day because, in fact, let me write this down right here. Salad. Let me write down salad. Okay. Because I have chicken, but I don't know what I'm about to eat. Oh, mac and cheese. I got mac and cheese. I can eat with that right now. All right. I'm about to take it out of the fridge. Hey, Elena. I never know how to pronounce your name. Miss Journey. I'm just going to call you Miss Journey. Your husband cooks steak and eggs. Lucky you. I'm on YouTube and Facebook, so don't think I'm talking crazy, y'all. A second, y'all. I'm really jealous. Husband cooks steak and eggs. Now I'm thinking steak and eggs sounds kind of good. Maybe I got steak in the I have steak in the fridge, in the freezer. Maybe I'll do that. Let me go take it out the freezer. Hey. All right, we're doing Sagittarius now. I'm coming right now. Let me just take a steak or something out the freezer because I took out the turkey meat to make the turkey spaghetti. I'm not making turkey spaghetti. I'm lying. I'm making turkey lasagna, y'all, for the first time because I've made lasagna, beef lasagna, but I'm making turkey lasagna. So I'm doing that. And then I'm doing, I need a steak or something. So since she said steak and eggs, that's what I'm about to go take and a little toast. Oh, my girl said, and a little toast. I wasted the bread. So the bread is done. Let me put that on my list though. Bread. I'm the type of person, like, I only need to buy certain things on the day I'm going to cook it because if not, it goes to waste. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me take the steak out the freezer. It's thinly sliced steak, if you're wondering. All right, y'all. I'm back. I should have been took out that steak because that's a good idea. It's the thinly sliced steak that I have, so that will thaw out very quickly. What I can do in the meantime is I have those little pocket tunas. Well, the packets of tuna, they're really good. So I can have a little packet of tuna in the meantime. I get my spinach, lettuce, what have you. All right, y'all. Hi, Ava. Ava Winters. Hi. Hey, Crystal. All right. Lyric Chanel. She's about to do Sag. Let me make sure I'm actually public because you tagged somebody. This is so annoying. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? This is Sagittarius that I have left. I'm doing Sagittarius separate. I'm coming right back with Sag. Oh, wait. Or is that... Wait, let's see what happens. I hope I didn't lose Scorpio's reading. That would suck. Hold on, y'all. Oh, this is supposed to be Scorpio and Sag. Okay. So I did only Scorpio. Let's do Sag. And thank you for being so patient, YouTube. It's my Facebook. Long story. Wait, did I do Sag yet? Did I even do Sag? No, I didn't. So let's go back. I did Scorpio. Okay, so I need to do Sag. There we go. There we go. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Sagittarius reading for 2023. Sag. All right, y'all, forgive me. Then we're gonna get into it. Sagittarius. All right, hey Sag. Let me at Elena. Hey friend, you can tag your friend in this video. Oh wait, maybe I won't do that. Hey, you can tag your friend in this video. Because I saw she tagged her friend in the previous one. All right, let's make sure that this is actually public. Because I even told people from my TikTok to come on over, and I noticed that this is not public. So let's make it public. Edit audience, public. There we go. Okay, and let's make sure the previous one was public too. Public. I'm leaving these public today. View. Okay, edit audience. Okay. All right, so now let's get into Sagittarius. Yeah, this is the last one. What happened is I've been on here probably 3 or 4 hours now. You know what I have to ask myself? Maybe I'll just come back on live and do Capricorn through whatchamacallit again, give y'all different readings. But if I'm going to do that, I'm going to come back on at 5 o'clock. Okay? So I think that because I have to sit here and I need to go to the library to do something else. But in order for me to edit, because I did a Capricorn. I started with Capricorn through Gemini. So on YouTube, so we have 11 likes and 11 viewers. Thank you. What I'm thinking is for YouTube, maybe I'll come back later and do those, or I'm going to actually have to edit. And editing is such a pain in the ass. It's almost easier to just go ahead and do shorter readings for other things, for like different social media platforms. So anyway, we're doing this black, right? Where's Nasia? Let me tag Nasia. Because she's one of my besties, if not my bestie. Naj. I don't want anybody getting jealous. On Facebook. Let's see. Oh wait, I just want to put my little tarot. Okay, there we go. And I'll put it here too. Low tarot. And I understand the holidays just passed. People probably spent a lot of unnecessary money. And rent is due. I get it, but I'm still going to put it here because maybe somebody is living the life and they got it. So let's get into it. Let me make sure this is pinned. Pin this comment. All right, and we're here. We're at Sagittarius. Let's get into it. And because I took a couple of extra minutes, let me see what I can. I just when I wrote it on here. That's the next thing I need to do. Those two other things I have time to do. My transcripts in the library. Okay. Looking at my list over there to see, time-wise, because there's a couple of places I can call after 5, but here, we're going to get into it right now, y'all. Thank you for your patience. I'm coming right now. Okay. Sag. All right. So Sagittarius, and I'm going to take a question or two just for good measure. Just on the strength that, Nasia, you can get a reading from me anytime. That's on Facebook. That's my friend over there. So Nasia, if you have a question later, we could do that. I got you. Because Nasia's just, this is so solid. Here on YouTube, I appreciate y'all. And if you have personal questions, I'm going to get to as many as I can. I can't take another hour, all right? But we're doing Sag. If you have a personal question, don't post them yet. Because I don't want to get confused and try to look for them, all right? So, oh yes, Brooke, thank you for tagging. Look at you, Nash. My friend knew exactly who to tag. Yeah, where is Brooke? Are you friends with Brooke, Nasia? Let's make sure. Are you friends? You should be. I'm sorry, y'all. I do want to make sure that Brooke is here because I'm gonna go ahead and hit her too. Okay, so let's get into it. So the first question I have, hold on, y'all. As y'all know, I have my questions here. Here we go. The first question is, what Sagittarius needs to do in order to shift? What shift Sagittarius needs to make? What shift? Hey, Barbie. What shift does Sagittarius need to make? What shift does Sag need to take? And what shift does Sagittarius need to take during 2023? What shift do they need to take now to be prosperous in 2023? Shifts for Sagittarius. This is the shift. I gotta send a text. I'll just do that in a second. Left behind. What needs to be left behind? What needs to be left behind, Sagittarius? What needs to be left behind right now so that we can move forward? I'm not a Sag, but let's move forward swiftly. What needs to be left behind? Oh, excuse me. All right. Where things are going for Sag? Where things are going for 2023? What direction are you headed in right now? Where are things going, Sag? Sagittarius, where things are going? Where are things going? Where are they going? For Sagittarius, where are things going? 2023. Last question is steps that need to be taken to be moving in the right direction. Sagittarius. Steps that need to be taken to move in the right direction. Steps that need to be taken to move in the right direction. Steps that need to be taken to move in the right direction. Steps that need to be taken to move in the right direction. That's most prosperous for Sagittarius. Steps that need to be taken to move in the right direction. That's most prosperous. I want chicken empanadas, and you know what? I'm about to take out some chicken cutlets too out the freezer so I can make the chicken for chicken empanadas. Because I like to have that. That you could just boom, wake up. I can have an empanada. Little 60 seconds in the oil. Okay, y'all. Hey, love Nicole. Nicole, I did Leo already, my love. Happy New Year. I did Leo, lovely. I'll tag you in it. And then we're getting right into the Sagittarius reading. Let me tag you in the Leo video. Leo. Let's see. Here we go. Got it right now. I need to. How do I edit my own video? That's interesting. Why can't? Maybe I need to read. Scorpio. Libras. Okay, here we go. That's the Virgo in me, y'all. I need to just make sure that. Because if I don't, and that's also my memory. Why won't it won't let me edit it right now? Oh, wait, I could just tag you. I'm so slow. At love Nicole. Nicole, you don't be in New York and Florida no more? I need to inbox you. All right, because you're in the West. It sounds good, right? That's how I'm like, some chicken. So I'm not even going to share that with y'all. I'll wait. I'm going to ask you, low-key. It's such a random question, Asia. About chicken. So, okay, let's do this. So the first thing we need right now, because I got my YouTubers over here. On this side, I got my Facebookers over here, over there. All right, and then we got our theme music. We gonna make it. Okay. Jada Kiss. Got a little bit of Jada Kiss for the Sag. I feel like that's very befitting. So the first thing is, what needs to shift? Well, I need a little bit. I need this a little bit louder, y'all, for this reading. So, Sun of Pentacles and the Moon. What needs to shift? I want to say, for some, if you're a Sagittarius man, you need to shift in your thoughts, the people that you're dealing with, the women that you're dealing with, and to stay focused on your stability, not just money. This is not about money. It's always, Pentacles are not always about money. It's about your values, your well-being. You need to make the shift into being more concrete versus this element of water. Because in this deck, the moon, the waves move for you to get through. So seize the opportunity to have stability, okay? If you are a woman, same thing applies. However, for some of you Sagittarius women, you are in relationships with people that they're just, this space that they're giving you right here is just to get through the day. Not to say anybody, because I know somebody said they're married to Sag. Whatever. We're not talking about that negatively. We're talking about other situations, right? Where people are in situations where they know better, but adjustments have to be made. So I want to say for Sagittarius women, be mindful, because it's talking about shifting from this thought process of not really dealing in reality. Moon is emotional. You're dealing from emotions, not even gut. It's more of emotional. Okay. So mindful of that. That's what needs to shift. 2023. It's the cards and not me. Left behind. What do we need to leave behind? Well, not we, because I'm not a Sag. Sagittarius. There's maybe an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag that needs to be left behind. For some of you Sagittarius. For you to be fruitful, to you to have your Nine of Pentacles, because I feel like this person, and maybe if they're not a fire sign individual, this is just your life that they don't add to, they take from. You may, and this can go many ways. So I'm just going to leave that. Some of you need to leave, and this is not all people, not all Sagittarius, what have you. Some of you need to leave some people behind in order for you to have this. Do you want this? Or do you want to keep dealing with somebody who's pulling from you and not adding to? Because this is the question here was left behind. What needs to be left behind? And maybe thinking that some kind of fruitfulness or monies or stability is going to come from this person. It's not. The stability that you desire, this monetary gain, this love of self, these divine messages, it's not coming from this individual. Leave it behind. That was the second question. Third, where things are going. Well, look at this. I'm just going to let y'all look at this. You haven't been in Florida in over 10 years. Oh, wow. I don't blame you. What part of Cali are you in, Nicole? Because maybe I need to make a trip out that way. Maybe you can tell me something about Cali. We need to talk. The black cat. The black cat is protection. Be happy that you have some divine protection. So we have Supreme. The Supreme and the Goddess of Wands. This is about if you take all the resources that you have in front of you right now and you take action. Well, let's clarify. And you take action. Where are you going to be? I feel like these are good. This is a good omen. You need to take action. You need to leave certain things alone, certain energies alone. Take action. And where is this going to become fruitful when Sagittarius takes these actions? Surrendering. You have to surrender, though. Temperance, have some patience. So if you're okay, so because we're talking about where things are going. So being the supreme being that you are, okay, taking all things into account, all your resources that you do have, taking action toward what you desire for yourself, okay, surrendering to the things that don't serve you, surrender to that. Okay, they don't serve you anymore. All right, so now what? Because if that doesn't serve me, if there's something old and something new is coming in, stop being blind to the facts that are right in front of you and guard your heart, guard your mind, guard your thoughts, right? Guard your ideas. Then we have here judgment. Be more judgmental. You have to be. All right, I got you, love Nicole. I'm definitely going to hit you up. We have to be more, not we, because I'm not a Sag, being more judgmental about things, people, places, things, having patience within your relationships, okay? And lastly, the God of Cups, doing all of this, then this is where this comes in, or some kind of peace and fulfillment comes to you. If this is not a man, it's peace and fulfillment that comes when you begin to, because you can think about this as other things too. Your passions. Are you putting energy toward your passions? Later on, it does look like for these women and for the men. I want to say same difference because this is a goddess deck. For the men, it may be the reverse. There may be a woman who's here who's helping you to push you to be more, to go hard, not to be more, but to go harder, right? Somebody who's nurturing and loving. Somebody you may already be in a relationship with. And that makes you softer as a man, right? In the sense of in a good way, right? But because this deck is more feminine influenced, right? For the men, it is maybe you have the softer energy that helps you to stay focused, to be patient, to be peaceful, to maybe not be as judgmental if you have been already, what have you. All right. I hope that makes sense for y'all. And lastly, the steps that you need to take. We're already at 2:11. Time is flying. I feel like ever since like Wednesday or Thursday of last week, all of a sudden the time just sped up. What are your, okay, so choose prosperity, because you see what she's pointing at, right? She's choosing the tree that has the pentacles. She's not taking the bareness, right? The bare necessity, not even bare necessity, just the bare tree. She's not jacking that. There's no fulfillment there. So this is talking about taking the steps toward prosperity. What is going to fulfill you? What is going to make your grass greener? And Magician. Okay, the Magician is you have the wherewithal within you to bring things forward, to bring forth what your desires in life, and that is infinite. Only you know what that is. I can pull one more card to see what is in conjunction with this Magician that you need to be paying attention to, Sagittarius. The Fool, a new beginning, a new season, a new town, a new city. Not thinking too much about it. Well, thinking about it, but not thinking too much that you don't bust a move. All All right. This is for some. For others, this is just about a new beginning for yourself. Maybe there's something you need to be doing within a city, your own city or a major city, or just moving to another city. Okay. So I'm not going to go any further. That's it for me. I've been on here long enough. I think I've done like 4 hours already. All right, y'all. So since we're at 2:13, I will briefly take, hey, Elena. And I'm just going to call you Journey, if that's okay. I'm going to Miss Journey. I always feel like I'm saying your name wrong. Anybody on YouTube, if you have a quick question, anybody on Facebook, if you have a quick question, I'm not going to be how I'm usually long-winded. I just like, I got to dye my hair again, y'all. Let's see where we're at with this. I got to do one more to get it platinum on these edges. I got to go get me a haircut. Oh, I probably won't. I don't know. If I'm going to work tomorrow, I need to get my hair cut today. Excellent. Excellent, Elena. I'm looking forward to it. I feel like we should be friends in real life. So anybody, if you have questions, because I'm out of here at 2:30. I'm so serious about being more structured 2023. I have to be. I'm going to, I don't know. I feel like with Facebook, it's just so funny when I'm going to be going live. We definitely need to be. I think we should work towards that. So somebody has a question for me here on YouTube. So I'm going to handle that. But I just want to say, everybody, please take your reading seriously. I think we all need to take steps forward in the right direction. I'm saying this more for myself because I did not set any intentions last year. And my life was very much a flip-flop. And, losing my oldest son, that sort of thing. Setbacks and just not being focused. This year, it's a new day, a new year. Let's get it. That's what type of time I'm on. Oh, thank you, friend. Oh, thank you, Nasia. I love you. Yeah, I just feel like I need to be. I just got out of bed this morning. Like usually I will lay in bed. I'll look at my TikTok videos, my own videos, because, yeah, I'm weird like that. For any like new shit or whatever. And then I'm just like, you know what I said to myself this morning? I said, you better get your ass up. Just go ahead and do your readings. Because you know what? The second that you get up and you make the shift in the energy, all else follows. It's when we sit there and we wallow. Like me, I like to just wallow in my bed, like literally just lay in my bed. But anyway, so somebody has a question here on YouTube. If you have a question, Booney, where's Booney? Because Booney had a question. And Booney, she definitely pays for readings and stuff. Let me make sure I want her to get her little freebie. I'm hungry, y'all. All right. So will you do well? So Patricia Johnson, that is a yes or no question. I don't do yes or no questions, but what I can do is I can tell you the energy surrounding your business. Okay. Will your Scorpio and the Sag do well in your business? Okay. Oh, okay. But that's a yes or no. But again, I'll read the energies. Okay. Let's do that. Oh, excuse me. Hey, Kels. Happy New Year, my love. All right. I'm reading a question for somebody. Kels, if you have a question, you need to post it now. I'm probably only going to take like 3 questions max because I'm off here at 2:30. If I go a little bit over, that's fine. That's why I'm saying 3 questions max. Or Kels, you can always inbox me. You're another one that you can just inbox me if you want, if you have a question. Let's get into it. I got one question to answer over here. All right. Let's go. Well, your Scorpio and the Sag do well in your business. Do you have a preference of deck, Patricia? Do you want Goddess deck? Do you want Morgan Greer, which is a blue deck? Do you want this black and gold deck, which I can't remember the name of? Or do you want the Druid deck? Blue. Got you. Okay. Yes. Did you already watch your Aquarian video? I got you right now. Because I'm only going to take 3 questions if that's the case. Because I hit Booney because I want to see if Booney's going to pop out. All right. So the blue deck. Let me focus. I got you next, Cal. Will Your Scorpio and the Sag do well in your business. The Scorpio and the Sag do well in Patricia Johnson's business. The Scorpio and the Sag do well in this in Miss Patricia Johnson's business. Well, what is the energy surrounding the Scorpio and the Sagittarius doing well in Miss Patricia Johnson's business? And what is the energy surrounding the Scorpio and Sag will do well in Miss Patricia Johnson's business? Virgo, Hermit. I would say you have the Hermit card. You have the Eight of Swords with this blindfold, okay? So I would say take a step back. First things first, take a step back to really think about what each person's strengths are within the business. Think about what their strengths are and really write it out. Their pros and the pros and cons about them and what they're actually good at. Because sometimes in business, we got to make sure, not even sometimes, we got to put people in the right places or else things can, like, in the right position, if you will. Don't be emotional about it. These might be people that are close to your heart, people that you love, maybe family members or what have you. You cannot make your decisions emotional because you're saying, well, they do well in your business. Well, I'm telling you the energy surrounding it, which you need to consider for it to be prosperous, right? In a sense. Don't be emotional about things. Judgment. You have to utilize judgment. People be like, oh, I don't judge, I judge. If we don't judge and we don't have judgment, then how do we pick the right things, right? But this, yes, with some work, this can absolutely be prosperous and fruitful. It's just going to take more brain power, more brain work. I'm not saying that you're not serious about it, but maybe there's also a man who might have maybe your husband or somebody who's in your ear. Maybe you want to listen to their direction as well. Okay. Could be some kind of, I don't want to say it's an air sign man, but it could possibly be, but somebody, more so somebody who's swift with their thoughts, very meticulous, very much strategic. This project here that you have going is about strategy. And we see the Saturn symbol here. So this can represent our karma or karmic things. Saturn with hard work and bringing forth things into this material realm, what have you. But I think what you need to do is, when it's business is business and pleasure is pleasure. And sometimes people are not going to necessarily like that. So this is about, you have to sort out what those two things are good at. Yeah. What those two people, not things, the Scorpio and the Sag, will they do well? Well, what areas do you think that they would do well within your business? That's what I think that's what needs to be clarified here. Okay. So I hope that helps. Yes, but it can absolutely have some kind of prosperity to it, but it's going to take some work and some diligence mentally. Okay. All right. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Kels. Hey, so Kels, and so I'm going to end my YouTube live over here unless anybody from YouTube has a question. Anybody else from YouTube? Because I just want to wrap this up and then I'm out of here. Okay, excellent, Miss Patricia Johnson. All right, y'all. So thank you for tuning in, YouTube. I'm about to end this live stream here, and I will see you guys next time. More than likely, I will see you guys sometime during the week in the evening, which will probably be around 8, 9 o'clock. Or on the weekend between Friday and Sunday in the evening. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye. All right, your stream will stop immediately. Yes. Hold on, y'all.